right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Richardson operating from the pistol. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, Indianapolis. Downs goes in motion. On first down, it's Richardson. Open man is the rookie, Adonai Mitchell. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Taylor. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
In motion comes Pittman. From the gun, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
No issues there. This one is good. And the Colts are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
This one is fielded. But he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They send the tight end in motion. First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Pollard with a nice first down run, and the Memphis native returns to Tennessee after an impressive 5-year stint with the Cowboys. He's coming off 2 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons, and he should be a huge part of the solution and part of filling the hole left by Derrick Henry.
On the RPO, a pass taken by Ridley. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. He'll again get it to Ridley. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes
that's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw. Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
He gets this one complete to Pittman. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from it.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
They face second down and 7. A run with Taylor. The Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Taylor does a nice job there finding some running room, and that's the Jonathan Taylor we all remember, Mike. Think back in 2021.
To the goal line and in. Jelani Woods. Touchdown, Colts. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. The PAT up and good. And the Colts are out to a 10-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
He'll look deep here for Brooks. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Roger McCreary. Back to throw here to begin the drive. His pass caught. It's Chigokonkwo. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Now they'll set up to throw. That caught Tony Pollard. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Traylon Burks, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal. Look wide. Get this one complete. He is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown. Joey Sly on now for the point after. It's up and through. And the Titans are on the board. It's 10-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of shotgun, Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
In motion comes Pittman. On the handoff, it's Taylor. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Richardson. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
He's got a man. That's Traylon Burks. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll run here. It's Pollard. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
3rd and goal. Back to throw. Quick throw, taken in.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They say no to the field goal opportunity before halftime. They're going to go for it on 4th and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is on. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Touchdown Titans. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have it for this guy.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Well, a big play there and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. Off he goes. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. To throw, it's Richardson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
Nice job bouncing back there on 2nd down. 1st down, they gave up way too many yards and put them in 2nd and short. But now they can gain some of that back with that sack and brings up 3rd and medium, and the likelihood of getting off the field just went up. The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And we will not have a run back here. The second half starts with a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Cameron Bynum up from the secondary to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. Throwing now from the gun. Got a man. It's Lockett. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The throw on the run is complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Big Okonkwo. Touchdown, Tennessee.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. 1st and 10. In motion comes Pittman. On 1st down, it's Richardson. Gain of 12 and a 1st down. Man in motion, heading left. Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Richardson. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. So, on 4th down, the Colts send out Roberto Sanchez to punt. Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice job there by the defender. He's able to break up the pass, but I think if he's able to get there just a little bit sooner, now you can get two hands on the ball and give yourself a chance to come down with an even bigger play and come away with the pick.
This one complete right side. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. On 4th down, the longtime special teams ace, Johnny Hecker, on to punt. Back deep, Anthony Gould. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Throwing is Richardson. He'll take a deep shot for downs. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
Lockett headed in motion. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. And this defense knows they gave him one, and they let him off the hook.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
On the return is Gould. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now Richardson. That's to the left side and taken in by Down. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. And now movement up front. This crowd is making it tough down deep in the red zone. Now it is 1st and goal. Richardson will give it to Taylor. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. That is caught side of the end zone. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Indy. So here we go. Colts trying to get a little bit closer. They'll go for 2 now. That's out quickly and complete. And he cannot get in. The try for 2 comes up empty. So unable to get within a field goal. The difference remains 5. The kickoff unit is out there. And they'll send this one away.
That's a big risk in this situation here, Mike. They're hoping to catch him by surprise, but now when you fail, the other team is able to not only have a short field, they got a chance to extend their lead.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught down the field is Burke. the 15.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Now, faking the give. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And this won't be a touchdown, but it will be a first down as they're able to get the conversion and set up first and goal.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And he'll go down, back at the 4. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
This defense knows the importance of this drive. They have to keep this game at one possession. That's a great start there on first down.
Now they'll set up to throw. This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes. Traylon Burks. Touchdown, Titans. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Slides at the point, up and good. And the Titans will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line. They'll come up for first and 10. Out of shotgun, Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll drop to throw. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I won't be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Nice play here by Adonai Mitchell, and Mike, it's so important to understand in today's NFL, and teams continue to get better and better at it, the notion that if you want to score points in the passing game, it has to be a direct correlation.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Down on second and long. Richardson going to look to throw. Now he takes off.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Getting hard to hear in here. The noise very loud from the crowd. 3rd and 3. He gets this complete to Mitchell. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Penn State.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Pollard. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. So it's a win here for the Titans. They get the victory away from home in the division. This is so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen. Our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Titans winners here in Music City as we say so long from Nashville.